talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding, it was my wedding, it was ready, and there wasn't a cloud in the sun, no clouds allowed in the sky. More disclosure, it is still the same day as episode 4. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It's such a good show. I kind of wanted to do 2 episodes a day like I do with Word of Honor. The reason why I do 2 episodes with Word of Honor is because it's a longer show. I would love to give every episode the attention it deserves, but it's just, it would take so long. That's 36 episodes. That would be more than half a year to do once a week. And no, I am very much enjoying this show. All the women in the show are just so good looking. And they're powerful. I think that's the thing I like the most. Is that they're all powerful. Vi is powerful in strength. Jinx just has a commanding presence. And I just, and then there's Mel. And then there's Buff Wife. I'm just saying, they're all very attractive. Unfortunately, I can't say as much for the men because Jace is absolutely not my type. I mean, there's Victor and there's Silco. There was Vander, R.I.P. I would say by far the women are more attractive, at least to me, than some of the dudes. But then again, we don't have that great of a selection, if that makes sense, because Silco looks like that, Victor is dying, and then there's Jace, who's Jace. Now, I might have missed the title card, but in our previous episode was basically a time skip. We have skipped several years into the future. Instead of Jace being a disgraced researcher, he is now the foremost researcher of Piltover. Everyone loves him. He's the new golden boy. He's making speeches. He's making presentations. That's because he invented the Hex Gates, which have greatly improved trade and commerce in Piltover. He still has his partner, Victor, but Victor kind of prefers to stay in the shadows, and that may or may not be because of his deteriorating condition. But Jace has one more person working with him in the shadows, and that is Mel. And Mel is more of a politician than a scientist. She's sort of financing him on the side, giving him political advice, and investing in a lot of the work he does. She's more interested in the accumulation of money. The pursuit of funds is not inherently bad, but when you start doing it at the cost of others, that's when things go wrong. I mean, capitalism, hello, wants her muns, and I don't blame her, but still, she's dangerous. Speaking of dangerous women, we have Powder, or Jinx now, as she seems to prefer to be called, or at least everyone is calling her. She is dangerous and quite unhinged. The amount of survivor's guilt that she has been shouldering, then being abandoned by Vi, then working for a man who is essentially a criminal. All of this has accumulated in her mental state going down the tubes. She's making effigies of her dead friends. She can't follow orders. She is struggling with hallucinations, and she's hearing voices. Like, she is not well. However terribly Victor is doing just physically, Jinx is doing mentally. And Silco is kind of taking care of her, almost making excuses for her. I always think of that meme where it's like, I've never done anything wrong in my life, and he goes, I know this, and I love you. The next dangerous woman we have is Caitlyn. Not to say that she is like dangerous, but she has some dangerous ideas, whether they are just dangerous to her or dangerous to her family's reputation. And as a viewer, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about her family's reputation. Her mom looks like an asshole. So she's an enforcer looking for basically her chance in the sun. Honestly, she's a little bit like Marcus. She wants to do good. She wants to get results. She is not going to get them with the way she's acting, because she seems to be very impetuous and kind of an outcast, because people think she's a little bit hoity-toity, and to be honest, she kind of is. When you're in a situation where you are hanging out with people that you don't necessarily get along with, the onus is on you as a person to relate to them if you want to get along with everybody, and she doesn't really make an effort to do that. And our last dangerous woman is Vi, who has been in prison person ever since the time skip, and she beat up a really, really big dude with a cafeteria tray. I'm getting Terminator 2 Sarah Connor vibes. If she had blonde hair, she would basically be the new character from the last Terminator movie, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All the scenes she was in were good. Everything else, well, you know. After reading the summary for this episode, I have a couple of predictions about what the next couple episodes will bring. One, that deep down, Jace is still a naive young man who thinks that just as long as he tries hard enough, everything will turn out okay. That is not gonna fly, being a member of the council. My second thing is at some point, Vi and Jinx are going to reunite and something terrible is going to happen because of that. Because according to the summary for this episode, Caitlyn is going to go down to the Undercity. So I'm assuming that Violet is going to get out of prison somehow. Maybe Caitlyn will break her out. I don't know. Next, Victor is going to start taking some drastic steps to either curb his impending mortality or to, I don't know, be just as good as Jace. Maybe he'll start getting a little jealous. It seems like jealousy isn't necessarily his problem. It seems like the threat of running out of time is his problem. Honestly, as someone who's 31, I identify with Victor very deeply because one of my favorite quotes is the only thing that keeps us from doing really awesome things is time. It is one of the few things that humans cannot control, so I get it. A couple of notes before we really get started. I am still dealing with that vocal lesion in the back of my throat. It is very, very small, and it feels more like a pulled muscle than anything. Vocal rest really isn't that demanding. Like if it's really serious, you just don't talk at all. But this time around, I just need to not yell at the top of my lungs, which you'd be surprised at how much I have to do that for my job. That coupled with, you know, the weather, it's freezing outside. It might snow, which I will lock up like concrete if that's the truth. I hope not. Please don't let it snow. I'm not built for it. With that being said, let's put on our headphones. I actually really like these quite a bit better. Oh, they're not plugged in. The white ones kind of hurt my ears because I got little sensitive ears. But yeah, let's put on our headphones and let's commence with the drama. Oh, this should be interesting. Ooh, someone's a very talented marksman. I bet you it's not Jinx though. Yeah, no. Definitely Caitlyn. I reckon that's not a very ladylike hobby for a noble young lady. Ooh. Okay, so we have Anna Amari. She even has a gun. I'm gonna keep calling her Anna Amari. That reminds me of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Both eyes open. Eyes open, boy. I can't protect you all the time. Let me move my chair over. Oh, and now, oh, yep, there she is. Oh. She looks up more to her than she does her mom.
The trophy is yours. You earned it.
God, I love her voice.
No, your parents didn't pay me. I just thought you deserved it.
I wouldn't be super satisfied with that answer either. Like, why? That's probably the last time she ever spoke to her. Because she died a pretty horribly violent death. She didn't like him.
He was a witness in an ongoing investigation.
And she don't give a shit.
Silco, the industrialist. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jinx doesn't know about Silco and Vander's little spat. I bet you Silco's even lied about it. Oh, yeah, that definitely means something to her. She must think Powder's dead. Caitlyn. Try to make good decisions, sweetie. I mean, she's not wrong. The enforcers are hella corrupt.
I've got orders from Councillor Tallis concerning inmate 516.
Ooh. She's even using Jace's name. That's gonna end badly for Jace.
Since today.
Girl, at least try to be a little more, like, because this is gonna end badly for Marcus, I'm sure. Cause if I were Vi, I would sing like a damn canary. I'd be like, it's him, it's the bitch in the hat, it's the bitch with the buzz cut. He put me in here so I wouldn't tell on him. No more enemy. No more enemy. I watched all the Game Awards. It played like 8,000 times. I can't do it. Skip intro.
Daughters.
And you know your actions led to this. It's still very difficult for me to feel bad for Marcus under most circumstances. I really don't like him that much. Is that his daughter?
Who was this, Daddy?
Yep, okay. Ah, it was the woman you got killed.
I lost 6 officers.
Why are you still dealing with Silco, my guy?
Arresting her would be doing you a favor.
Nope, he's too attached to Jinx to let her go now.
Well, that's tidy for you.
Yes, yes it is. That's the point! Marcus, why are you still dealing with this man after all this time? This is not what your former captain had in mind. Cause Silco's gonna have your neck, my guy.
From an anonymous concerned citizen.
Oh, eat my ass, Silco. No, seriously, what time are you free? How is that not sexy? To answer me that question, okay? I know it makes me problematic. I don't care.
To improve lives for those in need, for the Undercity.
Yeah, Victor's starting to get antsy.
I didn't announce our other projects in my speech.
That's not what he's mad about, dude. Oh, Jace, you are getting yourself into more trouble than you ought to. Because the other counselors definitely know about this shit. Corruption is one of the things that's keeping your city moving, dude. Oh, Victor. Oh, wait, there he goes. He's either about to pass out or dissociate. Either one's fine, I guess. Vic, sweetie, you alright?
I need to get to the lab.
No, you should go after him. You should really see what— Jace, show, like, a fraction more concern, my guy. Please. Jace absolutely has protagonist syndrome when he's really not the protagonist. Yep. Ooh. So what do you get to make with that? Yeah, that— Oh, that was an unexpected trigger. Oh no, she's not gonna respond well to that. She's probably gonna try to destroy the thing.
No, it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. Oh, she still kept it! Oh my god! My heart!
Too risky.
She doesn't give a shit. Wow. Wouldn't think you were still good at parkour after all this time, Vi. Weren't you in a cell? Or did Marcus have you on, like, secret missions? Oh, she's absolutely trying to leave her behind. Just the energy. I love everything she does. Oh my god. I have such a crush on her. Please keep having Vi in slow motion. I'm begging you. God, just the way people move in this show. It's like music. The welcoming committee.
Nice jacket.
She's absolutely about to steal that from you. You all right there, Caitlyn? You all right there, kitty? And this man he's just, he got there before you.
My little sister could do that when she was 7.
No, she couldn't. She absolutely couldn't, and you kept yelling at her because of it, so. Oh, here we go. I like her. She hasn't said a word yet. I like her face and her hair. I'm a little jealous of her hair.
I think Hextech can learn?
Most magic can, in just about every story. Absolutely not. When has Victor ever given a shit about safe? Oh, octopus. Oh, I want some takoyaki so bad. Street food is the best food. I mean, until your stomach doesn't like it anymore, but it's good until then. No, he wants you to pay, kitty. I have the urge to call her Kitty because I knew someone named Caitlyn called Kitty and she looks almost exactly like her.
Put a target on your back.
Yep.
There are those.
Your state runs on corruption just like every other country. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, and sometimes those opposite reactions happen in private. Oh, it's the fucking punch gym. How often does she come back here, I wonder? Probably not very. Oh, there's Milo. Oh, poor Ryuji. He didn't deserve to die like that. He died such a horrible death, too. Does that crow mean something? Not anymore, apparently. I like how she looks. That's very unclear. Like, that's not a very good description, but there's something about just the way she stands and sways, how she's the opposite of Vi. You know? How Vi is so stiff and stalwart, but Jinx sort of sways, you know? Oh, I bet you she's about to beat Vi's score. Of course she's about to beat Vi's score. She's probably older than Vi was at the time. She's got kicks, though. I really just want to give Jinx, like, a soda and some serious therapy. You know? She's a cold-blooded murderer, but I also want to give her a hug. Oh, here's the last drop. I bet you that's gonna go poorly. What better way to visit old memories than your dad's old place?
Well, that place does look like it has bodies buried in the basement.
Shut up, Caitlyn!
You don't know anything.
You really don't know anything, so you can't argue with her.
Anything to do with politics. You pushed this on me.
She absolutely did. What? But I am gonna call Mel down to the dirt on this one. What made her think he was gonna play ball? She reminds me of, Carmilla from Castlevania. Oh, people will do anything to protect a way of life, man. Even if that way of life is leeching off of other people. Especially if that way of life is leeching off of other people.
With him, you'd be investing in the past. With us, you'd be investing in the future.
Wow. Melt has a silver tongue. You have to be able to play ball, Jace. Like I said, corruption is never good, but every single state, fictional or not, runs off of it. Ah. He looks like an evil Legolas. Oh, he looks nice. No, I recognize him, though. He's on TikTok. I recognize him. Mel, are you falling for him a little bit? This is a brothel? Yes. Okay. Caitlyn, voyeurism is not cool. BDSM Moogle.
You're hot, Cupcake.
Ooh. Ho ho ho. And Vi's like, listen, I've been in prison for 12 years. Shut up, Caitlyn.
Would you believe it?
Oh, wow. She remembers her. You fucked up.
What is truth but a survivor's story?
Ooh, damn.
This has gone too far.
It went too far the minute the other colonel got killed, but whatever. Oh! Oh, shit!
Then what are you waiting for?
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I was like, I beg your fucking pardon? I was very shocked. I mean, that probably would have solved a lot of people's problems, but it wouldn't have solved the problem of Jinx.
The looks of it, no one down here lifted a finger to stop Silco.
Have you seen the man? She's so sad. Definitely women for Caitlyn. Definitely women for Caitlyn.
The Medardas usually only take from the world. We're not often in the position to give anything back.
Ah, so that's why she's so determined. Here we go. Kiss. There we go. Ah, aw, cute. She can do better, but cute. I'm sorry, I just don't think Jace is very good looking. Victor, what are you about to do, dude? This isn't safe, and you're doing it alone. Aw, tell him. Tell him.
I thought we could walk together.
Tell him. He needs a distraction.
Good night, Miss Yan.
Oh, you tried. At least she tried. Oh, they're really trying. Okay. Victor is struggling. Oh, he's struggling in more ways than one. Oh, gracious. Oh, no, God. Victor is fighting for his life, and Jace is just getting it on with Mel in the other room. Oh, my God. Someone help him! Hey, with that blood, though, was that symbolism? With that blood, though, what does that mean for Hextech, exactly? But she doesn't take the thing off. You mean after all that, she didn't take the gold thing off? So she either can't take it off or she likes it that much.
He was like a brother to you, and he turned his back, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, she does know.
Break you, or forge you into something greater.
Or can just come out to your therapist, you know.
Die. So the fear of pain will no longer control you.
Or you could get her a doctor. I mean,
It's meant to be.
is he gonna baptize her? Oh. Their relationship makes me very uncomfortable, but it doesn't make me... Oh. Oh, okay. We're doing a montage now. I bet these are like the actual members of Imagine Dragons. Oh yeah, there definitely are. Look at that face. With the misery, everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Her. Oh. And she recognizes her from that night. And you have a lot to think about, sir. Sir. Oh. Oh, and who's in heaven? Your wife? Okay, yeah. Why isn't the gold coming off? Oh. I bet Jace feels terrible. I hope he feels terrible. Never mind. Fuck you, Jace.
How much time do I have?
Months, maybe. That sucks. And it sucks even more that Victor knew it was coming. Oh my god. That caught me off guard so bad. Oh my god. That was great. Beat her ass. Ah, so she was able to replace that arm. Fight, 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 fight. Oh. Oh, shiny metal arm with moving bits. I love it. Fights are so brutal in this show. I love it. Boxing match. Oh, you know who Vi reminds me of? She reminds me of Benny the Jet. One of the scenes I'm remembered of specifically is the fight scene with Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible. Oh! That looked like a reference. That looked like an homage to Ip Man. Ooh, brutal! I love it.
Where's my sister? Where is he keeping her?
Keeping her?
She works for him.
Oh, did she just stab her? Yeah, she did.
She's like his daughter.
And that's probably the worst thing Vi could have heard. Caitlyn? Caitlyn, where are you? Caitlyn? Okay, good. It's like, please. Ooh. So good. Love it. She looks like Felix from Fire Emblem. She's a lot better, though. She's a lot easier to like. She's a lot less of a bitch than Felix.
Whose fault is that?
It's absolutely Vi's.
I'm an excellent shot.
Okay, she's bleeding?
Calling me that.
No, please keep calling her Cupcake. Please keep calling her Cupcake. It's adorable. We haven't specified who the Firelight people are, have we? And Jinx is about to figure everything out. Oh no. What's that going to mean?
She's back.
And you let her leave? With Vi there, he's not gonna be able to control Jinx anymore. Even though he is controlling her with kindness and affection, he is still controlling her nonetheless. Oh, gracious. So, unfortunately, I was right about Victor running out of time. We don't know if he has weeks, months, or years left to live, but it is a very finite amount of time. And now, we are going to leave Jace to grapple with the reality that 1, his closest friend is going to die, and 2, he's going to die without accomplishing his dream because of Jace's hesitance to get this show on the road. Once again, this magic, these crystals, the thing about them is they are impartial. And when you have an impartial force like that, it can do just as much good as it does bad. Which the biggest example would be how Jinx and Silco plan to use it. We don't know how, we just know that they are, and it can't be good because Silco is always up to no good. Aside from that, we have the Vi and Caitlyn adventure, which I already love. I hope she calls her Cupcake the whole time because I think they're great. I also need Caitlyn to break out of her shell. Now that Vi is free from prison, and to be honest, Marcus was probably planning on having her in prison, like, her entire life. Probably because he didn't have the heart to kill her. At the moment, Vi stands to fix all of Marcus's problems if she goes after Silco. But I don't like Marcus either, he's a bitch. So we have another cone shape forming here, where all the issues are going to come to a point and something bad is going to happen. Now granted, because we have so many more branches, it's probably going to take till the end of the season, and it's going to result in a main character's death. Now, I don't know who, but just like it did with Vander, it's going to end up with somebody's death, and honestly, my money is on Vi. as much as I hate to say it, my money is on Vi dying and then Jinx turning against Silco. All I mean is there's definitely going to be an unstoppable force and immovable object. Powder is clearly the unstoppable force, and Vi is clearly the immovable object. That paradox is always explosive, no matter what kind of story it's in. But regardless, I'm really excited to see what happens next. So, like if you like this video, subscribe if you like this video and you'd like to see more. You can find me on any social media, TikTok, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, but mostly TikTok and Tumblr because fuck Twitter. Don't know what I'm doing after this. It looks like it's gonna be Wheel of Time, but for now, we are going to watch the next 5 episodes, so we're good for a while. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating.